Hi everyone, welcome. I'm MisterBo, and we are about a week away from the official announcement of the next Grand Prix coming in Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Now, there hasn't really been anything to talk about with Crash Team Racing for the last week or so, and there won't really be anything to talk about until next week when we do get the official announcement and probably the release of the Grand Prix on Thursday or Friday. And when it comes to videos, I don't want to be making videos for the sake of making videos. So as I was thinking of ideas for things that I could do that I thought were worthwhile, I realized I hadn't actually done a review of the Winter Festival Grand Prix yet, and I have done a review of every other Grand Prix so far. So today we are going to be reviewing the Winter Festival Grand Prix and seeing how it stacks up, in my personal opinion, to the previous ones that we've had. Now, of course, if you enjoy this video or you want to help support the channel, then be sure to click the like button. If you're new around here, subscribe for more gaming content and coverage. And if you do, also tap that bell icon so you're notified when my future videos go live. But with all of that said and done, let's get into the main review. Now, every previous Grand Prix review I've done, I've quickly gone over my ranking for the other Grand Prix. So let's do that just to give you an idea of where they all sit for me. So at number 1, we have the Spooky Grand Prix. I thought the customization items, the track, the characters we got, all of that combined together, as well as also the inclusion of engine swap, currently puts that at number 1. At number 2 is the Nitro Tour, the first Grand Prix we got. Twilight Tour is my favourite out of the Grand Prix tracks we've had so far. The character selection that we got was pretty cool. And we also got a ton of awesome, just sort of normal customization options with the paint jobs, the stickers, and the karts we got as well. At 3 is Neon Circus, and I think the thing that puts this here is the just look of the track. Overall, the layout wasn't the greatest, but it looks like a really cool environment. The characters we got, I was super excited to see Ron Clutch, Pasadena, and Koala Kong get added in. And while I wasn't a fan of most of the customization options, I did really like all of the legendary skins we got. At number 4 is Back in Time. Now, while I wasn't a fan of the character selection we got, I did like the customization options we had, as well as legendary skins, though I wasn't that keen on Prehistoric Playground. And at the bottom for me so far is Spyro and Friends. Now, while I'm not the biggest Spyro fan, I do like Spyro, but I thought the selection of characters just wasn't what Spyro fans would want in the game. You could have added some other characters in there. The layout of the Spyro circuit was just a little bit bland, though I did like that they decided to go away from Blue Flames in that track. So that is my current ranking of the previous seasons of Grand Prix. So let's find out where the latest Grand Prix, the Winter Festival, sits in that ranking. Starting off with Gingerbread Joyride, the brand new track. Now, us as fans have been wanting something a little bit different when it comes to these Grand Prix tracks. The previous ones we've had have all been pretty simple in terms of their layout, and finally Beanox gives us something a little bit more challenging, especially when it comes to Oxide's Ghost. This track is pretty much everything I want from a new track. Awesome shortcuts that do take some skill to actually master. The inclusion of blue flames, though I don't mind tracks that don't have blue flames. A really cool visual look, some obstacles in the track to actually avoid, and just, again, a fun overall package. And all of that combined together puts Gingerbread Joyride at the top spot for my favourite Grand Prix track so far. Yes, it's overtaken Twilight Tour as the number 1. Now, obviously, things can change, and we'll have more Grand Prix tracks coming out shortly, but as it stands right now, Gingerbread Joyride is my number 1 Grand Prix track. From there, we can move into the characters. Now, already the Winter Festival is going to have a little bit of an advantage over the other Grand Prix because we didn't just get the normal 3 characters, we got 5, and all 5 of those were pretty awesome characters. Yaya Panda, Hasty, Rillaroo, Chick, and Stew. Personally, my favourite selection of new characters from any of the Grand Prix. Now, the only thing that really let down these characters was some of the recolors just weren't that good looking, but obviously the recolors can't please me all the time, and other people might really like the recolors that I don't like, so that's just a small nitpick on my half. Moving on to legendary skins for characters, again, they smashed it with this one. Unfortunately, we didn't get a Geary skin, and it doesn't look like we're getting a Geary skin for quite some time. But the new skin for Crash, the new skin for Coco, the new skin for Torna, Nash, Polar, so on and so forth, I think they were really cool. I do think there have been Grand Prix that have had better legendary skins for characters, but by no means were these the worst ones we've seen so far. In terms of the customization options, I really like the 3 brand new karts we got. Even though I'm not a fan of cars that don't have wheels, the Nitro Sleigh is still pretty cool. I really did actually like the paint jobs we got. Yes, they are tied to sort of sweets and confectionery, but they do look pretty cool on a standard kart. The one thing that I wasn't that keen on were the brand new wheels. I'm never really going to use them because I like to have a car that actually looks like a car and not a piece of candy or anything like that. So yeah, I think they did a pretty stellar job with the customization overall. Now, we didn't get anything brand new in terms of a game mode or anything like that. Previously, we've had engine swap, we had ring rally, we had king chicken to unlock in the adventure mode. It seems like we're getting developer time trials in the next Grand Prix. Unfortunately, this Grand Prix didn't have anything like that, which is a bit of a shame, but it is understandable they can't do something big like that in every single one. So with all of that said, what is my overall thought on this Grand Prix? Where does it stack up against the other Grand Prix? Well, it's my number 1 Grand Prix so far, that's a fact. It overtakes Spooky Grand Prix as my favourite, and again that is due to the track being so good, the character selection being so good, and then with the character skins and customization options being pretty decent. If I had to rate this Grand Prix out of a 10, what would I give it? I would give it an 8.7. So nearly a 9. To get it to a 9, I would have liked to have seen better recolors, some more interesting skins, and some better wheels. But again, these are just my thoughts, these are just my opinions. Obviously not everything is going to be what I like, and some people will like things that I don't like, which is completely fair. With that being said though, I am very, very excited to see what comes next in the Rustlands Grand Prix, if that is what it's called. I reckon there could be some really cool customization options, I reckon there can be some really cool legendary skins, and I'm very excited to see if we're only getting one character or if we're getting other characters that we just don't even know about yet. Again, we will get an official reveal next week on Tuesday or Wednesday, with the Grand Prix most likely coming out Thursday or Friday, and we might even get a roadmap for what comes after that, so be sure to stay tuned for the channel for that. And let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the Winter Festival Grand Prix? Where does it stack up to the other Grand Prix we had? Is it number 1 for you? Is it not quite number 1? Let me know why in the comments below. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, click the like button to show your support, subscribe for more content, and tap that bell icon. If you want to, you can go ahead and join my Discord server. The link is in the description below. We have about 230 so members in there. We run weekly CTR fashion contests, which you can enter to make your character and kart look as cool as possible, and the winner gets a special title in the server. And there's places to talk about other games like Smash Bros, Pokemon. There's an LFG to find people to play with. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, click the link in the description below and come and join us. Also, if you haven't seen it, be sure to check out my previous video where I went over my top 5 most anticipated games for 2020, as well as some honorable mentions. I put a lot of hard work into it, so it would be awesome if you could check that out. Again, link at the end of the video or in the description below. But with all of that out of the way, thank you very much for watching and hanging out with me. Hopefully you have an awesome day, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.